Hey everybody, and welcome back to Day of the Tentacle. Joined again by Token, who is conspicuously quiet. I hope I didn't kill any synapses in his brain.
I was trying to see how long I could be silent before not taking it, trying to convince your audience I had gone away.
Yeah. That's okay. We know all your tricks by now. At least
hardly all.
I think so. You gotta
hardly all my tricks.
Try a little bit.
For instance, did you know I could juggle?
Did you ever show it on your YouTube channel?
Nope.
See?
Yeah.
Maybe get
so
on
you don't
that.
know all my tricks. That would imply putting my face on one of these videos. I have to be less ashamed of them first.
Oh, meanwhile.
Actually says, oh, I get it. It's the future, so it's meanwhile instead of meanwhilest.
Honestly, sir, I think they're filthy, obscene, foul, sickening, like the stuff in your eyes when you wake up, like the wax that builds up behind your suction cups after a few days.
This guy doesn't like fucking humans.
I never really liked, never really liked those scenes anyway, but never really understood them either. Okay, we know he's evil. We know he has evil followers.
There's humophiles everywhere.
Humophiles?
That's somebody who bangs humans, isn't it?
Well...
Yeah.
Could be.
Humanist would be the word for a sympathizer.
Maybe? I'm not actually sure.
Can't get
well, that cat's important.
Yep. And
God, her wonky eye.
She does have a wonky eye.
Yeah.
I think I need to plug that in, but I don't think it's long enough to reach.
Yeah, now we can actually explore the whole future mansion. Laverne
we're clearly in a foolproof tentacle disguise.
Laverne is on the case. Yeah, we've proven we can actually seduce tentacles even. They have
they're humophiles and they don't know it.
Yeah, exactly. Makes you think, really.
About what, actually? Elaborate on that. I want to see where that train of thought goes, Val.
Well, maybe there's a little, a little sympathizing going on in all these, hate mongers. Maybe they should introspect a little bit more.
Alright, I thought you were speaking from a personal perspective as opposed to a
from a personal perspective, living in a tentacle-ruled world, I don't think I have that perspective.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to see where that train of thought went.
Nah. But yeah, there was thinking I could go into the window as I usually did in the other timelines, but apparently that's not the case here. Anyway.
Hello, Funkalicious.
Exactly. Yeah, we have a human at our disposal.
So, really?
Of course. What do you think?
So, you're ready to go now.
I have a question.
Sure.
Do you think that this is the same dude throughout all these timelines?
Of course it is.
Does this family just sort of mummify their ancestors and keep them around whenever they feel like it?
It would be...
Everyone's raring to go. Let's get this show on the road.
I like this guy.
That was the last entry, apparently.
Not just because he sounds like me.
Okay.
Meanwhile, spot which one of these guys is the developer.
Is he? Is any of them? Maybe?
Probably.
I don't know.
The one who wasn't there before and looks like a developer? I'm gonna bet that's a cameo.
I would hope so, yeah. The thing is, if it weren't the same person all the time, it would be slightly suspicious of their, body build to be the same every time,
Well, I mean, they've all got the same face on these ancestors. Red Edison looks exactly like the current dude.
It's a possibility, but
or whatever his name is.
If it's a mummy anyway, he could be the same one. Because he's preserved and all.
I really should go now. Call me sometime, okay?
Do you think she has a thing for him?
Just got messaged on Discord. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, I was looking at other things for a minute.
I mean, it's
Meanwhile,
not like we're doing a show or anything.
I love how it just says food.
Yeah. Food is important.
Level of detail in these LucasArts games.
Hey, anybody
Alright.
care for a
Let's start out the right way.
You know, it's funny when the subtitles have to catch up with the lines because it leads to a lot of awkward silences.
Yeah.
So you probably didn't hear it on your end, Fal, but well, your audience will hear it, so they'll know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I won't repeat it.
And here's
nobody cares about your mummy.
the judging.
No one competes with Harold. Agreed.
Is Harold just the prime human?
Harold is definitely the favorite. That's a thing. He's like
when are you guys going to judge best
the
smile?
long-running winner of the human show.
All right, so do you have to do this every time? Because
No.
I can appreciate the humor, but having them go back and forth each time is going to get tedious.
Yeah, I'm showing it once, and I'm showing it again when I actually succeed. I'm just gonna show we are completely out-competed. And
Alright,
he
so
gets first place before he
Who owns Harold where he's pulling the strings here?
I don't know. That's the thing.
Really? I thought
He
that was going to be
says-
like a plot point.
He says
Like
his
somebody's
owner.
blackmailing the judges or something.
He says his owner just left him there. Because presumably he's done this enough times to know what he's doing.
Okay, got a joke.
Hey,
Uh-oh,
I just
here's
flew in
the
from
joke.
Baltimore, and boy are my suction
Boy, are
cups
my-
tired.
That's a classic.
Yep.
Hey,
He just-
yeah, thanks,
he
Tentacle.
agrees.
I appreciate good humor. That's a better joke than you or I has ever told.
Suction cups. Am I right?
There's a sense of
Yeah.
humor.
Agreed.
It's weird how they never actually give him a sound effect. It's just the animation, right?
Yeah, that is a bit odd.
Kind of weird.
Doctor,
What is it? Is someone sick? We can't have sick humans in the show.
Can't have sick humans in the show.
I examined them all myself. They're all perfectly healthy looking
Yep.
to me.
It's all
Yes.
Now
fine.
leave me alone.
Except the one that's
For the
dead.
dead one. All right, I'll give him credit. He can recognize a dead human.
That's about the extent, though, of his medical knowledge on human.
He's better than the rest of them.
Yeah.
You're all looking at that mummy and being like, seems fine.
Oh, you
It's
might
like
be
the
surprised.
marine. He's like the marine biologists in Octodad. It's like they can actually
Yeah.
recognize he's an octopus.
And of
Which
course, he's
it still
here.
takes him a bit, but it's
Yeah.
better than the other humans got.
And I
There's
guess
the
the
inverted
chef
Chinese
as well.
flag on the wall over there. Oh, we're back in time.
Yeah, the chef as
Guess
well.
I'm keeping. Well, he suspects. He can't prove it though.
Mhm. There's something fishy. Alright.
My favorite part of that trailer is it's a fine game. I've played it maybe once or twice, but I watch the trailer every couple of weeks because
Really?
the fucking song. Yeah, the song. It kills me every time when it goes Octodad. Nobody suspects a thing.
hate that clown.
Fucking nobody suspects
That's
a thing.
That's amazing, yeah.
And
Here comes the
are we finally killing the
catharsis.
clown? This is how it should have ended.
Uzo must die.
Box of laughs.
That's how we get his voice box.
You have to give that to the fucking mummy so that he's laughing.
You know what you're talking about. And yeah, we're
What are the
gathering
other
all
ones?
the
Best
ingredients.
smile and
Best hair and best
Best
laugh.
hair. All right, you need the fake teeth
Which
from
ones?
George.
No.
No, yeah, because those disappeared from the horse. Then.
Of course, the horse.
Yeah, okay. Those were the only options since they were the only ones with fake teeth.
I guess the
Best hair. That's I don't know about best hair. To my knowledge, nobody's shown. Oh, wait! At the beginning,
See you later.
we saw a picture of Red, and he mentioned he had a
wait.
powdered wig.
First of all, we gotta get
I
the
was
teeth.
proud of myself.
Nah, that's not it. But we gotta get something else. This is kind of a... Yeah, I think that's the one puzzle... No. There's one puzzle that I had to look up. This wasn't it.
Okay.
You have to get the teeth
Use
this way.
textbook.
The LALR compiler is constructed by the following method. First,
You put him to
develop a
sleep?
regular
Yeah.
selected grammar. If the elements
That's a
are
little
complete,
out there.
Like, yeah, that's not.
blah, blah, blah,
How would you
Like,
guess
maybe
that?
if he was,
blah,
maybe
blah,
if he was
blah,
already
blah.
like yawning and nodding off.
Whoa.
He's like, God, it's hard for me to stay awake, but I have to. Or if you mentioned, I always get so bored. When I'm bored, I go to sleep and have to take the teeth out.
That would be too obvious, though. Maybe I don't know. Let's
They
see.
could have worked it in better than what they had, which, to my knowledge, nothing suggested read the book to the horse.
It's not perfect.
Maybe if it, mentioned books and the horse been like, oh, I can't stand books. They put me to sleep every time. Maybe something like that.
Okay,
So you have the last of
so
the teeth. Soggy noodles, really?
yeah,
That's...
it's a
I don't
spaghetti
know.
head. I know you actually have to.
Uh,
You have to make it one.
Okay, so... Yeah, she's a real keeper, that one.
And if you don't twist
Lucky-
it, they won't accept it.
Lucky guy gets her. But, like, why does the laugh I get and the teeth I get, but why does that... it's hideous. Why is that hair better than...
Hey, don't
It looks like all
They'll
the other
tell
ones
you.
lost.
hair again.
It's
Okay.
all subjective to the judges.
These are not very, these are pretty easily pushed over judges. She's just like, judge him again. Yeah, okay. Got nothing better to do.
Wow.
We wear fezzes.
For a mummy, that's some great looking hair.
A
Yes.
mummy. They all know he's a mummy.
Meatiness.
I like that.
But does
Meat
it have
is-
They like
stars?
meats
And
in their hair.
No, Harold is still the best.
Uh oh.
But if
Oh,
Harold is
Harold.
asleep,
That's not the
dead.
sleep guy.
No,
Okay, my
that's
bad.
the
mummy.
yeah.
I was
Agreed.
operating under the assumption Harold was the sleeping dude.
Nah,
Which
he's not.
Wasn't making a lot of
Okay,
sense to me.
yeah. Now your comments make a lot more sense. No,
Yeah.
they mean
That's my
the.
bad. It's been a day or two since we
Yeah.
recorded, people, so you need to give me some credit if I don't remember all the finer minutia.
It's okay. We still love you.
What are we going back to this guy for? And why
Because
does
we
it say
still need
gross
more
underneath
stuff.
the drinks? That's not a good advertising.
It's
Yeah,
realistic.
Here's the thing. I could just go through all the things and the mummy would still lose, but this is what we have to do instead.
Oh.
You have to actually play
We have to
the
sabotage.
bad guy.
Rose,
What are you babbling about?
you really should have told the judges if you weren't feeling well.
Oh, ick! Now, how did that mess get in there? I think I'm going to be sick.
Someone in here not feeling well?
I was feeling fine.
My
until
doctor
I saw
senses went
that.
off.
Is that your regurgitation?
No, I'm an healthy human.
Didn't you
Healthy.
just say you thought you were going to be sick?
That's just.
You
a-
can't
Uh-oh.
outsmart Dr. Tentacle. You can't
realize you
outsmart
could have
Dr.
affected the
Tentacle.
whole
Cat's
show
tended
with
too.
human influenza.
Now, does he have an eyebrow or a unibrow?
I
think they all have unibrows.
But they only have one eye.
You're human, Harold, but
I
you
guess
know
so,
rules. Not
but
out
it would
of the
still
show.
be. I mean, one eyebrow.
Yeah, the whole idea is that unibrow is one
What a
eyebrow.
mess.
Yeah. Unibrow
Alright, so
would
who
be
would
the
win?
standard.
Who would win had we not taken the precautions to let our mummy win?
It would.
Now that Harold's been eliminated.
That's a good question. I never actually didn't, deck out Ted and not and have Harold be out of the
Hey,
running. I don't
you
know.
think you should judge
Maybe
me
they say
for
something
that?
like they're all mediocre. We can't get get to
it's-
agree on something.
Maybe one of them, like each, gets a thing, and your mummy doesn't get shit.
Maybe that could be also the
Wow,
case.
That's the best hair I've ever
If
seen.
you know the answer, put that in the comments.
Full.
I'm actually interested.
Juicy.
The mummy win.
Hmm.
Oh,
The mummy wins. So the human doesn't have to be alive to enter it.
No, that's That's the worst kind of discrimination. Come on.
Look, I can show up to the Westminster Dog Show with a dead hound, and they'll politely ask me to leave, alright? I know, I've tried.
No. Here, hear me out.
Dead contestants don't get very far in these competitions.
If a dead dog outperformed all the other dogs, though, wouldn't that be a much bigger, a much bigger contribution?
Indeed, that would be more...
See?
Actually, have you read that paper?
I don't know what you mean.
I can't remember who it's by, but there's a paper that suggests that the scientific research papers that get published, if you have inaccurate data that shocks the scientific world, you're more likely to be published than one that confirms everything that people already know.
Here comes the joke.
I know. Why did the human cross the road?
Because his tentacle owner told him to.
There's nothing funny about that. He's just obeying the laws of society.
It's amazing how the mummy can do that without moving his lips.
I say we give him first.
They're so close to figuring it out.
Well, that makes him best of show.
Let's go.
There you go. Would you look at that? Wait. We can't.
This is a legitimately interesting and knowledgeable thing I want to talk about.
But it's Ted's most important day in his entire undead life.
What is it with Baltimore in this game?
Our work here is done.
Baltimore's not that great. Oh, that's gross. I've been to... Yeah, it's still gross. Didn't help, Val. I've been to Baltimore. There's nothing special in Baltimore.
Well, Ted,
hear that, folks from Baltimore?
Yeah, you have so many Maryland fans watching your YouTube channel.
I think like over 50% of my viewers are from the States, so... that's the vast majority. Aww.
Yeah, alright. Over 50% are also from the US of my channel.
See?
With a solid 6% from Finland. And then in third place, Germany. You bastard.
Hey, I'm only one guy, alright?
Yeah, Finland's also only one person.
I mean...
I guess I should yell it. Double.
I really should go now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Alright, so we also just got the extension cord from behind him.
Ah, okay. Can I tell my interesting factual papers thing?
Yeah, please do. Please.
Okay, so I think the example this paper used is if 100 people did studies on a tiger and 99% of them said, yep, tigers are still a mammal, but one had somehow screwed up and found out that tigers were lizards and had like empirical evidence supporting this, even if it was wrong, that's the one that's going to get published. And based on this, he theorized that almost all of published papers are in fact wrong, and we should believe the opposite. The scientific community got very annoyed at him, and he thought it was hilarious.
The thing is, that
he did it as a troll move.
This is very bad reasoning, first of all, because it's
a
less...
troll move.
I know, of course.
Don't explain away. Jesus Christ.
The thing is...
ruining the funny.
Well, you wanted to talk about it, so I'm going to talk about it.
Yeah,
right?
I wanted to highlight that such a thing exists. I didn't want to go into detail on all the finer points of why it is and isn't correct.
Yeah, the peer review system is what's at, at the fault here. And that's what people should actually take a look at.
Well, yes.
But yeah, I accidentally...
Fucking turn off the thing first!
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah, I actually thought I had to give it to the bearded tentacle, but I actually have to do it. I have to give the certificate to Warden.
Big deal.
I said you're free, now get off your fat, lazy butts and start enjoying it.
What if I like playing cards?
Yeah.
You
got a point.
If we ran off, we'd be right on our trail. If we stay here, we know we'll be warm and comfortable. Outside, we'd be...
Well, I'm sold. Give me a Nintendo DS, and I'm getting a phone call. After this video, I'm probably going to have to take this, and then I'll...
Okay.
It can wait, but the person who calls me is going to be annoyed that I've ignored their call once again.
Oh, here I go out.
Tell them I wasn't...
Oh, I do so enjoy these freedoms that my forefathers fought and died for.
Give it up.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Subtle.
The freedom that Token once thought he had by, you know, doing whatever he wants is now revoked because he's gotta sit down and
Ask away, sir.
comment on the
I can
video
take it.
for
I've
me.
got a strong stomach, nerves
Eh.
of steel, bowels of brass.
I could fuck off right. I could have hung up and taken that phone call. Muted. I could have taken the phone call in the recording. I chose not to.
Yeah, that's awfully. That's a big sacrifice for you. I really appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Come closer.
Meanwhile, the two tentacles are
I've recently become suspicious
having a
that
really
humans
awkward
might
sexual
try to
tension moment.
infiltrate us. Though basically stupid, they can be tricky. They may be in disguise.
So, is this a tentacle
Maybe
version of
disguise.
Hitler discussing the Jews with his generals?
Might as well
Those
be,
stupid.
actually.
Those stupid, they are tricky.
Yeah.
I'm reminded of the
Can't get
Christoph Waltz
close to
performance
him.
in Bastards.
Mhm.
The Jew is the rat, but I know that is not an insult. Rats are wily and crafty.
It's still an insult.
Yeah, point is that was a good performance.
Yeah. Okay, and here's how we get the skunk. Remember, your
wait.
yeah, we gotta
Your
get the
Warner
skunk.
Brothers cartoons.
Exactly.
What do we need a skunk for?
While you were ranting about your
This
phone
sounds
call,
Good.
the prisoners actually told me what they fear the most, which is skunks.
Really?
And yep,
That's
that's how we do it.
a specific fear.
Yeah, and
So we're just gonna Pepe Le Pew this situation, eh?
righto. And we also that kind of shows us some world building because apparently tentacles still like to keep cats as pets, or at
Do
least
they? Because that cat was just kind of
Probably.
fucking around in the yard.
I guess it could just be a feral cat, but it didn't really look like it. I guess the jury's out on that one.
Eh, we should get
Uh,
tentacles with fezzes in here to judge the best cat.
Where am I gonna
Yeah, exactly.
put it?
oh yeah, I gotta
Very smart.
do this now.
Spartan, it's a bed.
Yeah, that's the squeaky mattress,
Okay.
and that gives me, directs attention to the cat.
Yeah.
But not
Clearly
enough for
distracting
us
the
to
cat.
get the mouse toy, so
Where am I gonna put
So
it?
we need to
Where am I
put
gonna
something on
put
here that
it?
will continuously
gonna
distract
put
the
it?
cat.
thought I could pick it up, but apparently that's not really how it works. Trying to figure it out right now, but I remember that it took me a little while.
Is this the puzzle you had to look up?
I don't know. The more I think about it, it might have been there you go. That's how you do it. You use the mattress. But yeah, or wasn't it use? I forgot. Anyway, the more I think about it, I think the one puzzle I forgot was the
Sounds like
one
the cat's
with
caught a moose
the
up there.
teeth and the book. And I just edited out me looking that up. For
What
time.
the hell did we do? Oh, we've swapped this beds.
Exactly. So
okay.
it takes a little bit longer, so we can grab the mouse toy. Easy.
LucasArts was very fond of that. One of the puzzles that took me forever to figure out in Monkey Island 2 was you need to snatch things off the cartographer's desk in the beginning,
Ah.
but you can only do it
Well,
while he's
what do
cleaning
we
his
have
glasses.
here?
Which
Here-
is a very idle and brief animation.
Exactly. Here it's at least, there's a lot of room for error.
Yeah.
Like it still stands
Well-
there for like another second or two.
LucasArts improved since,
Yeah,
Monkey
yeah.
Island 2, obviously.
Alrighty.
Well, I was going to take a jab at Sierra, but no, Sierra
Skunk,
improved over
how
time as well.
frightening.
And here we go. Ta-da!
Hey, look, a skunk.
I would have liked, wow.
Yeah!
Warner Brothers-esque.
Come back here, you mangy human!
A little bit of a
Can't do this!
an
This
homage.
is an escape-proof facility!
Shut up,
Who says
Colonel
you can't
Clink.
win anything from cartoons, eh, kitty?
Fans of falmunction who also get that Hogan's Hero reference, feel free to comment on that in the video's description.
Now we can finally get into the lab. The first thing we ever did in the other timelines is the last thing, or one of the last.
I wonder if that's
we're doing here.
down to Dr. Fred's old lab.
But what shall we find down here?
Shock and awe. I love that one. Basically looks the same.
Christmas wreath.
Now we got a generator. And
time machine ruins.
Completely busted time machine.
Don't say that. You still kind of need it.
Well, not really. We need the one in the present to be working.
Well, she needs the one she also came in.
Exactly.
It's the same generator
that one's not good.
That was in Dr. Fred's lab.
Okay.
It is Dr. Fred's lab. And out the window. Nope.
Yeah.
Yep.
You almost
I think
had
you
it.
have to
Val.
do
That's
it
where the juice comes out.
from outside first.
Really?
You can't.
That's annoying, game.
Yeah. Yeah. If you try picking up the other end and put it through the window, that doesn't work. Oh yeah, you can actually do it.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm an idiot.
I think I found some evidence that disagrees with your statement.
Yeah, Past Pal knows how to prove me wrong, apparently.
Yeah.
To my defense, that was like a couple of weeks ago since I played this.
Yeah. Past Fal's proving you wrong and doesn't even know it. He's doing my job for me.
Yeah. God damn you, Past Pal.
Yeah.
So, all we gotta do is actually make some power now, which is not that easy. Because it's a generator that does not work on
modern
gas or
future...
anything.
Yeah.
It works
what does it need to run then?
On gerbil sweat.
Right,
remember when
knows you're being serious and
No.
another part hopes you're not?
remember the son said the hamster would work in... There you go. This is when we get the hamster. Would work in the lab, but he's really lazy now.
Yeah?
That's what he meant.
Huh.
So you can actually use the hamster to...
I don't think I can put that in the chronojar.
Oh, yeah. He refuses to do that.
Why?
Maybe...
It's Twitter talk, friend.
Maybe you can't do it to live things. Live animals
Not with that
and stuff.
attitude.
Exactly, but it doesn't work, apparently.
Right.
And that also answers our question from last time. Could you shrink yourself and put yourself through it? Apparently not. But what we can do...
Sorry to do this to you, little
this.
fella, but it's for the future of the whole planet.
We gonna cryogenetically freeze him?
Yep, because that works.
Yeah,
that wouldn't kill him at all.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, that... First of all, not gonna kill him. Secondly, that ice machine's gonna stay there with nobody checking to see if there's a hamster in it for 200 years.
Have you ever seen an ice machine being checked?
Yes!
I doubt that.
I've been to hotels. They check the ice machine all the time.
Well, would you expect the Edisons to do it?
Alright, no, but the tentacles might. Yeah, you fool, you didn't close it! Now it's all defrosted.
Well, I don't know if I could close it, actually. And here we are.
That would have been a nice plot twist, you know.
No,
the rodent's dead. You probably should have closed the icebox first.
Sierra Game would have given me a game over, probably.
Well, no. Well, yeah, Sierra would have, but, you know, this one, you just go back to him, close the freezer, and then you're allowed to.
Maybe they just didn't want to get, you know, this dark with it. Although, I say that while this scene is coming
in the
up.
microwave, huh?
Yep.
This is familiar.
Gosh,
just like the last one.
Like the primitive, dangerous microwave ovens of my century.
Funny you should mention that.
Really pop a hamster good.
God, they are shameless about referencing that.
Oh no. Peter, don't downvote this. Oops.
That was fun. but only because this is the 22nd century.
Hear that, kids?
You see, kids who put hamsters in microwaves back where I'm from get taken away from their parents and put up for adoption.
Wow.
Wow, did they maybe get some harsh feedback
Yeah.
from Maniac Mansion?
Reminds me of that one scene in Secret of Monkey Island. These poodles were not harmed in any way, blah blah.
Of course.
They're only sleeping.
Yes, they're only sleeping. Though that was done, I think, as part of the humor, because in Maniac Mansion they totally straight up killed a hamster. Here they're, making it clear that you're not supposed to do that. Probably because people yelled at them killing a hamster in Maniac Mansion. Which I feel like they only did because of Gremlins.
Maybe.
I can put that in the chronogon.
And we can't get him back. So we need to actually,
So how do we dry him? Get a towel?
No. And I think if you couldn't think of that puzzle, I think it would be nice if it just dried him up just by waiting long enough. That's not what they're looking for here.
For my birthday.
But we do have a sweater.
You have a sweater. Of course. A hamster sweater?
Not yet.
We have to shrink the sweater.
Yes. Yes, of course we do.
What happens if you try and put the hamster in the microwave in this century?
There is no microwave except for in the future.
There was. In the kitchen.
Is there?
There's a microwave in the kitchen. Yeah, it's off on the right.
Anyway.
Look in. Yeah, it's on the right.
Okay. I guess I never tried. Maybe because there are some things. Yeah, after I finished the game, there were a lot of achievements still to go, which I never really even thought existed. And maybe one of those would be trying to
hamster in the microwave.
Hamster microwave again.
Some of them also might be original Maniac Mansion related. Wow.
Yep.
God, I wish it was that easy. Also, the guy's broke. Look at all those quarters in his candy machine.
1968.
Encouraging, vandalism.
1974.
Okay.
Oh, 1977.
Star Wars, everybody.
If you say so. Later that day. Much, much later.
Bernard, you dork.
He collects coins.
Of course he does. He's the
quintessential
nerd.
See, Fallout Man? Is that why he can carry all those bottle caps, coins, and not be weighed down?
Par for the course at this point.
Yeah.
And we're gonna put them all in.
All of them? We only needed
No, we need all of them.
It's an expensive wash machine. Or dryer, I suppose.
There we go. That's how you shrink a sweater, everybody.
I thought you said we got a shrink ray.
Well,
oh, wow.
No.
Really, game?
Tiny sweater in
It just now stopped.
Wow.
Ooh, cute.
This is an obtuse way to dry off a hamster.
Yes.
All right, come on.
But a memorable one.
Up to this point, I hadn't really had a problem with the puzzles in that. I object to that puzzle. That's a stupid puzzle.
Yeah, it's kind of needless anyway because maybe he just dries off over time, like you said, and
wow,
that's another step.
Well, game did what I was thinking, but hey, at the same time, what was the point of that?
Poor Laverne.
Yeah, she has it coming.
Come on.
Hello.
Unpopular opinion: people with wonky eyes deserve to be socked in the face.
Vacuum cleaner.
That's incredibly
now,
rude.
why isn't there a vacuum
Although her
down
wonky
here?
eye does
Should have a
change
vacuum
from
cleaner
depending
in
on what
their
angle you
basement.
look at her.
Oh my god. You complaining that would be too much of an advertisement. Fuck you. I was spelling it out for you. I'm not even going to explain this puzzle for you people at home. If you haven't gotten to this point, shame on you.
The thing is, not not everybody who picks that up, like at the very beginning, reads it. So they might not have picked up on the fact that it is George's vacuum thing. But, the vacuum is there, and, it's not that big of a deal to figure it out.
Into the suggestion.
Yes.
I'd have just done that out of principle.
It's quiet in here. I wonder if there might be any ideas worth discussing in the suggestion box. Maybe
he's at least not a complete moron.
Yep.
I say, lads, I have an idea.
I have an idea.
To do with starting a fire?
No. I was thinking it's about time we open the suggestion box. Don't you agree?
Sure, George, if you say so.
Yes, whatever you think is fine with us.
Wow, what ask is this?
It's George Washington, pal.
Big deal.
Are you telling me you wouldn't kiss the ass of Wilhelm Kaiser if he showed up and started bossing you around? Yeah, actually, I wouldn't either.
Oh.
Also,
and I'd like credit, I picked the non-obvious German leader.
It says George says that every American should have a vacuum cleaner
by the way,
in their
folks,
basement.
Kaiser's not his last name.
What do you think, gentlemen?
I know that, but they don't. I mean, they do now. You ruined the joke.
Your name's on it. I'm sure you must have a good reason for suggesting it.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, George?
It's strange. I don't quite... Well, I'm sure I had a reason for it. If there are no objections, we
You
shall
don't
add it to the
second guess,
Constitution
George.
immediately.
And there it is. This is how a constitution is made.
Good, and so shall it be law.
I heard a comedian arguing against...
Wait. There you go.
Well, yeah, I mean, that obvious joke, obvious. You suck. Subtle game.
What about that comedian?
Oh, yeah, he was ripping on the Australian comedian, not at all strengthening the whole I like Australians too much argument. But he was ripping on the American Constitution. Always good fun. And he's arguing, people are like, oh, you can't change that, it's an amendment. Yes, you can. It's called an amendment.
Yeah.
Very easy to do, as a matter of fact.
That's why there are amendments. You were able to add them once. That means they could be removed or changed.
Amended.
Yeah.
Yes. It made me laugh.
And there we are, folks. I kind of forgot that was the end of the video, but it is. Thank you very much for watching.
Didn't feel like warning him.
It's fine. We'll be running the generator in no time. See you then.
One phone call later.